Welcome back, y'all. Welcome in, welcome back. If you are new or just passing through my channel, welcome. This is Crooked. Ciao. Why is it gonna bother me? Whatever. Okay. Welcome in, guys. If you are new or just passing through to my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. Here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may say you and I'm talking to them. May say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid. So I could be talking about the recent past, the present, or the future. Just take what resonates for you. Leave everything else behind. If you'd like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box. I invite you to join me for a session. Welcome back, y'all. Alright, so let's get into our second reading. I believe this one will just be tarot. I mean, not tarot, just oracle only, but we'll see how it plays before I make that final determination. Alright, let's get into it. Hope everybody is doing good, feeling good, had a good night's sleep. And speaking of, when I woke up this morning, the last thought, I don't really remember a lot of my dreams. Because there's a lot that goes on in my sleeping hours. But right as I was waking up, the tail end of the last dream that I was having was I was on Twitter, X, whatever, and somebody had asked a question about changing the details of one's birth chart. And I just remember in my dream, I was like, what? Can't change what's in the birth chart. I mean, unless your birth time was off, but you can't change your birth chart like that. So I don't know what the relevance is to that. Oop. Oh, snap. Damn. Well, I don't know what this is or what it relates to. I heard time's up, it's time to go. Okay. So, one, divine timing is at play. So, I believe that if you are walking away from something, the departure is timely. I think in the recent past, I kind of feel like somebody had to move past some kind of fear. This may have something to do with work. Right now, initially, it's giving me like a work vibe thing. So this could be for those of y'all who are like having a real tough time at your job, or you don't like the people you work with, or whatever. I don't know, but this future energy is a little bit sketch for me because it's almost as though somebody, because both of these cards imply two different things, like polar opposites. Like one would show the energy, or it would be like the energy of like having to work really, really hard in order to, it's blessed in the reverse. So for me, oh wow, this feels like somebody's being stripped of a blessing that they didn't work for. This feels like being stripped of a blessing that they didn't work for. Okay. What's in the environment? What are we talking about here? Okay, so we'll go back to that the section of like what's coming in the near future. Somebody's being stripped of blessings that they didn't work for. Okay, so hold on to that. Because in the environment, it looks like it's a really weird sound coming out of my phone. It could be the audio. I don't know. Anyway, this energy looks as though somebody's, I don't know, it's kind of like they're watching something, but it doesn't appear to be coming together the way that they wanted it to, and then they don't really, the energy of, usually when we talk about to the sea talks about, having the ability to go with the flow. Now this is somebody who is having a difficult time going with the flow, but this feels more like control. It's hard to describe. This is hard to describe. So what they're witnessing is they're witnessing something, and it kind of feels like, I didn't know it was going to happen this way, right? Remember I said in the near future, they're going to be stripped of something that they didn't actually work for. They're going to be stripped of something that they didn't work for. Okay. So this talks about, I didn't know that this thing that I'm doing, or thing that I did, or things that I have, I didn't know it was going to work out this way. I've lost control. I don't have any control over this. It comes with a lot of heavy emotion. Somebody is deeply emotional. They may have a need for some kind of assistance, but if they're relying on you, they can't, because the relationship between you and this person may be over already. Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. So the relation, I was trying to figure out, where did the collective come into this, because this doesn't feel like collective energy. Okay, so whoever this person is, and there could be distance. Maybe this is you walking away, because originally I was like, oh, maybe time's up and somebody has to go, but this could have been you. You walked away from something. You walked away from a relationship. Or just something that kind of felt unpleasant. I mean, there's a relationship dynamic out here, because mending is in the reverse, so there's some form of a relationship out here. This person didn't realize that when you made a decision to stop engaging, okay, when this person, and again, this comes with a lack of awareness, because this person, they had no idea that it was whatever was working in their favor at one time was related to you. It has me thinking about that umbrella that I always talk about, where the protective umbrella, the umbrella of abundance, because the collective, we are the gift. Okay, we're the gift in the scenario. So here's the thing. It almost looks like this person did not realize that when you stopped taking action towards it, when you decided to just pull back, stop taking action towards it, that their life, and it has something to do with you pulling back and maybe even speaking your truth. There's some truth that is either coming out, or something that you've been revealing, things that you may have even discussed about this relationship. With mending in the reverse and co-create like in the reverse, this definitely gives me the impression that whoever this is that you parted ways with, or you're not dealing with anymore, this person or the relationship dynamic, you and this person are not alike. You're not, it's not that your connection with them is not a reflection of who you are. Even the relationship dynamic itself. And in order for this person to get any kind of help out of you, especially if they have, because that's said, they can't control you. They can't control the situation, especially if you walked away from them, because there's no energy right now that is supporting any kind of reconciliation. The whole idea of them even wanting reconciliation or wanting to have some type of connection to you is for the benefit of help. right? But in order for you to even deal with this person, because again, I said unfinished symphonies in the reverse, so symphony's done. There would have to be like cleanup on aisle 3. They would literally, if they want help, there's some things that would have to be done prior to you even agreeing to it. Now, remember in the last reading, I was like, when I saw that 9 of Wands in the upright, I was like, 9 of Wands in the upright to me tells me you would still entertain it if somebody acted like they had some sense. If they acted right and they behaved like they had some sense, you would be like, okay, I'll give you a chance, right? But this is the same kind of energy. It's like a lot of work would have to be done. You would have to clean some shit up if I was to entertain any aspect of this. Otherwise, you're going to be stripped of blessings that you didn't work for. They didn't work to have you as a part of their life, so inevitably they lose you, right? Because you're the blessing. Have other people walked away from this person? I mean, I just made an assumption that this was you, but this could have been other people that walked away as well. So I think I mentioned this like maybe 3 or 4 readings ago, where I was like, part of your departure was meant to trigger, like when you walk out of people's lives, you are meant to trigger people into healing. Like, they're supposed to question, well, why did the collective walk away? Why did these people walk away from me? At that point, they were supposed to look inside and start analyzing their own actions and behaviors. So maybe this questioning of why may have something to do with the people that they surround themselves with. If these people were the people that have walked, because I kind of feel like you're maybe not the only person that has walked away from them. So now they're kind of investigating or questioning like why maybe other people are walking away from them. They're also questioning why, like the certain people that they have around them, why are these people here? Okay. So the blockage, I think the blockage, this has come up before, I think the blockage may have something to do with the company that this person keeps. It's the company that they keep. Okay, I know I've said this before because I've seen the comments for the short when I say you are what you attract. You are what you attract. Like, and I know that that's controversial. But I don't want you to make, this is not about you right now. This part is not about you. This part is not about what you attracted into your life based on the energy that you made, based on an energy or a trigger or something that you may have been carrying, a wound that you may have been carrying. This doesn't have anything to do with you. This has everything to do with the person that I'm talking about here. And if this is you, but this kind of feels like this is like the revelation of like the people that they surrounded themselves with, right? And then there's you. And then you remove yourself because you're like, yeah, I'm not doing whatever this shit is out here. I'm not doing this. So you remove yourself. Haven't even gotten there, but I can see that you're not in direct contact with this person. So if you remove yourself from this situation, this person is now looking at the people that they are around. And I feel like they're also seeing here too that they're taking action. It's like, I don't know, I kind of feel like some of the actions that this person takes, or the way that they operate, it has a lot to do with the people that are around them. Now, these could be family. This could be influenced by a family. This could be influenced by friends. This could be a friend group. This is also like this is kind of like this person wasn't aware that maybe they were drawing in these people inadvertently based on shared actions, or like a shared activity. I don't know what this is. But part of the blockage is the company that they keep. The things that they do with these people. I don't even know what it is that they're doing, but it's the people that they surround themselves with. And then remember when I said there's like a thing about control, like they're realizing that they've kind of lost control of something. So they're having difficulty going with the flow, but they're also they're recognizing life is lifing really hard for them. But what they're realizing now is like they don't really have any control over these things that are just falling apart, right? Part of the thing that they need to release is, oh, that's crazy. What they need to, it's the people. They need to make a decision to walk away from these people. Because I feel also part of what, if they were really, that's, okay. I wish I could communicate this better. Because I'm having a hard time talking about it. So, this looks like the main problem for this person is the people that they hang around with. Or like I said, it could be a family dynamic. It could be a group of friends or whoever these people are, right? So what they need to release, they need to make a decision to move away from these people. Because maybe they aren't as alike as what they thought. This is crazy. And now I don't know what the relationship dynamic was with you. But maybe they had certain expectations about how you showed up in the relationship, or how they wanted you to behave, or how they wanted you, or kind of the box that they put you in this relationship dynamic. I don't know who this person is to you. I could be talking about anybody. I'm not necessarily getting romantic vibe off of this. I don't know what this is. But maybe they had a certain expectation of what they expected from you, or what they wanted from you. And then they ended up choosing to be around a group of people that, I want to say, not like they bring out the worst in them, but the people that, I don't know, it's not like these people bring out the worst in this person, but it's like, I don't think this person ever really questioned like why these folks were in their life. This is a really weird energy. Damn. And the lesson is the people that they chose to hang around with, or the people, like I said, this could be family, could be a friend group. It's giving me a friend group or something, but it could be family. It kind of feels like them being aligned with, part of the lesson was to recognize, like, I don't know, like I'm saying, I don't know who you are in this story. Like, I don't think you're out here, honestly. Loosely. I don't think you're out here. I think your energy signature is loosely here. In terms of like no energy for reconciliation and all that. That's all you. Like, that's all you. But as far as this is concerned, it feels like this person, whoever I'm talking about, aligned themselves with a group of people And I kind of feel like God was like trying to tap this person on the shoulder, like, hey, do you think this is really do you think this is the best thing? Do you think these people are the best option? Because, I got the collective over here, and now that you're recognizing that since the collective has moved away from you and stopped dealing with you, you now are kind of faced in a position where you don't have the collective. Now, since your life is not really working out as hot, things may start falling up, things are starting to fall by the wayside. You're losing something that you didn't actually earn. You didn't work for it. So if they need your help, you collective are likely not to step in, because I don't encourage cleaning up messes that you did not make. Over here, part of their lesson is, instead of attracting people or situations that were more in alignment with what they wanted, it almost feels very superficial, like the people that they were surrounding themselves with, it has something to do with the look of opulence, is what I heard. So they thought that they would be abundant with these people, that these people would, uplift them and make them feel good and make them, but then that's not really what's happening. And so they're kind of questioning, like, why did I even connect with these people in the first place? Because Spirit's trying to get this person to think about the future. Like, this person never thought, okay, thank you. It's almost as if this person never really thought that you would eventually not be around. Because I'm like, where are we going? Like, how does the collective fit into this? I don't think that they ever thought that you would not be around. They may never have thought that you would walk away. And like, so, it could be family. It doesn't have to be. It could just be somebody you've known for a really long time. Because I think this person always thought that you would be a part of their future, but now they're kind of looking at like what they've done or how their relationship has panned out, and now they're recognizing that there's no actual energy that supports a reconciliation, probably because you're not even dealing with them. You probably turned your back completely. I get just down here with these 3 cards, I feel like there was something that you may have said to them. Like you put it out there. Like I said, I don't think this is romantic. It could be, but I'm not getting that. But this kind of feels like you put it out there. You put your heart out there and said, look, this is how I feel about XYZ, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not really, I'm good, And so, like, I see that you're good. You're like super, like, I'm looking at the card, I'm like, yeah, you're good. You're good. And the thing is that they want help getting out of a bind that you didn't have any hand in creating that. So you should not have any hand in fixing it either. Just saying. Ooh. Yeah, and I said here, even if they wanted, I mean, now I don't see any energy out here that supports reconciliation. And I do have the soulmate card out here, but it's in the reverse, so there's definitely some type of disharmony in that connection. But oddly enough, collective, the way that I'm seeing it, and this may also be the way that they're seeing it, that you seem to be really happy right now without them. Whoever this person is. Like, they may want to come towards you to, like, have a new beginning or something like that. They may want to come towards you and try to, just to kind of put their foot in the door for an open, they're looking for an opening to put their foot in the door to see if they can come back and try to, like, kumbaya with you. They do want to take action towards that. But again, somebody would have to they would have to do the heavy lifting in order to, like, kind of revive the relationship. I would For you, I would probably pay attention to the red flags in their effort to try to come towards you. Um, yeah, I would pay attention to the red flags. Yeah. Like, yeah, that. I would pay attention to the red flags. But, I mean, whether this is your energy or this is them and their perception of you, it feels very much like you are so much happier. But it's not just about happy without them. It's like your happiness is inside. Like, I find it really interesting because I do card pulls all day, either whether I'm with clients or I'm doing it for the channel. And it's really interesting when I feel like kind of an energy signature of people looking externally to them for something or someone to make them happy, not understanding or realizing that happiness is an inside job. You cannot rely on something outside of you to make you happy. What you need and what you want for yourself, you're always going to find it first within yourself. Seeking happiness externally, you're always going to be chasing after something that's always just a few steps ahead of you. Your happiness has to start from inside. Interesting. Some people may have come together. Now the story is taking a turn. There may have been some people that came together, collaborated together to work against you, to do something against you. Now I'm trying to figure out where's the collective here. They may have worked together to maybe affect something that you do, whatever you do for a living, since you've walked away. Oh, this took a turn. So there was a goal or an expectation of causing you some kind of accident or some type of danger or injury. And there was a plan here. Okay. So there was a plan. Ooh. Okay, what I heard was there was a plan to take something that was yours. Somebody could be 45, 48, 1976 could be relevant. Okay, somebody here could be dealing with depression. Remember I was like, as soon as you walked away from something, like I said, you may have also spoken something from your heart, like telling somebody like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not into this. I'm not into whatever this is. Somebody wanted to, oh, this is crazy, because I'm reading it differently now. I'm like, wait, I'm trying to mix it with the cards that I already have out here, but maybe I'm supposed to only be reading for these cards. Somebody was trying to cause some type of stagnation. Remember I said they're losing control. Things in their life are not working out the way that they wanted them to. So there's some fear here because what they were doing it for gain. but they needed you to stop doing, there was something they needed you to stop doing. Maybe you're out here speaking the truth. They were trying to stop you from speaking the truth. So maybe the goal here was for you to have some kind of an accident, because that would shut you up. Yes, and then they want to come towards you because you're some kind of sweetheart, and they're having an expectation that you would help them, and that you would maybe compromise or reconcile, or try or consider like reconciling with them. I'm like biting my tongue because I want to cuss. I don't think so. Like I said, I'm not getting romantic anything. I think this is family. They were trying to gain or profit off of a gift. They may have been trying to stop you by way of causing some kind of illness. Somebody here may be going through some kind of illness. Somebody here they're confused. Okay, that's weird. Somebody may be confused. Oh God, there's so much happening right here. Okay. So look. This is why I think it's family. This is why I think it's family. I see the goal here was to cause some type of injury or an accident. They may have worked together to sabotage your work or something. You may have some expertise or like you might be some type of expert in your field. You may have some expertise in like whatever it is that you do for work. And so the plan going in the future was for them to try to maybe you've predicted, oh, I'm seeing a whole lot. Maybe you've predicted what's happening to them. That ain't for everybody. Now, somebody here, and I see this layer. This is kind of layered. Now, I did see that somebody here is like kind of losing control of a situation, and they didn't, like, things are kind of falling apart because they were trying to do it for gain of a gift, right? Now, they may have been either trying to stop you, and that's where they lost control, like they can't stop you, because they're trying to create some kind of stagnation for you, but I don't think that that's actually happening. Now, down here, there could be somebody who's questioning, like, why you, because I see that here too. It's almost like why you don't want to reconcile with someone. Again, it's giving me family. Because here it's like they're kind of questioning why you don't want to reconcile. There may be somebody here in the scenario that is suffering from some kind of illness. But we know that illness is part of somebody's karma. But just these three cards, it's almost like, well, so-and-so is real. They're down bad and they're sick. How come you're hesitant to want to interact with this person or even help, right? But again, you're not like this person. Whoever this is that wants to reconcile, you're not like them. And somebody wants you to compromise, but there's somebody here who's going through, and the curse card. Now, the curse card is out here, but it says hate, catastrophe, and misfortune. And I'm always going to say, if there's a mess out here that you didn't create, it ain't for you to clean up, because this is literally somebody getting their karma. So if they're going through a bunch of misfortune, it could have a lot to do with whatever actions that they've taken to get them there. Right? It's almost like, well, I thought you had unconditional love. Like, why would Why wouldn't you reconcile with them? Okay, remember I said the fears and concerns, something about the action that they took with this group of people. Robbery. Right? They're afraid somebody did something for gain. Robbery. With family. Shh. I can't make this shit. Like, literally. Robbery and family. With why and with why and community. Like, why did I do this with these people? Because I said they're questioning, like, why they're questioning their interactions with a group of people. Why did I get involved with this? And I want to say, whatever they've done, it may be causing this person, conflict. Somebody here is having a really hard time sleeping at night. They're having a hard time sleeping at night based on whatever they've done with your family or their family. And what do they need to release? Saving. If they got something that's monetary that doesn't belong to them, that belongs to you, they need to release it. Triumph, victory, achievement. They want to be in control of this. They want to be in control. Yeah, and part of the lesson is like they kind of created an illusion for themselves, and their pride played a big part in this. And now they're dealing with supernatural disturbances. And they're pissed, Fury. They're pissed because I think the little demons that they was trying to send to you, it don't affect you because you have self-love. So they may have little, like, if they conjured up some little demons or whatever to come fuck with you, those demons are running around inside of their house fucking with them. Those things don't bother you because they work for you. You got self-love, so no matter whatever it was that they tried to throw at you, none of that shit actually worked because you're like in a whole different, you're like on a different timeline. You know what I'm saying? A collective, we operate at a higher frequency. We're operating from a different timeline. Whatever they're trying to throw your way from that dense space, it should have no effect on you at all. You shouldn't even, honestly, you shouldn't even be aware of it because it shouldn't have any kind of, you know. Who's texting me? Oh. Yeah, it shouldn't have any effect on you. Hey, the cycle is broken. So whatever, if they had something over you, trying to create blockages and endings for, you know, whatever you do for work, like that cycle has come to a close. They may have been doing things over, like during the moon cycles. Yeah, they may have been trying to do something to hurt you, but like I said, you're grounded, like you're in a different space, and I think I said it yesterday, you may be like 10-15 paces ahead of this person. And I also think too, what they don't like that, like, since you've been, it's weird, it's like since you've been away from them, like their life, things started falling apart. Things, you know, obviously just are not working out the way that they thought they would. And for you, since the relationship has ended, you've become grounded. Like your life started to even out once you removed yourself from these people or this dynamic, whatever this is. Yes. And you're protected. Like I said, they may be stripped of something that they didn't work for. This also could mean that you may have predicted, like you might have predicted whatever their circumstances are. So if they're losing things or whatever, especially if you're a tarot reader, I know I have a bunch of tarot readers that watch me. It's almost like you may have predicted this exact, you may have predicted the plan, you may have predicted how they were working it out, and you're protected. Like you live a very simple life. Like whatever you got going on is absolutely protected. They're fucking kicking themselves right now. Because they thought you was full of shit. Like if you're intuitive and you called something, they may have thought you were full of shit. You was just talking. Now they seeing how shit's coming to pass and they don't like it. Yeah, they never thought. They were trying to, now this kind of feels like the theft of intellectual property, but this feels like they're afraid. They were trying to they didn't want this relationship to end. But I also kind of look at this too. I don't feel like, yeah, I don't think that they thought this would end. And I think for you, you were just ready to let it go. Yeah, there was something they thought they would gain. They thought that they would gain a whole new life, profit off of this gift. But that's not happening. I don't know what this is. It's like, again, this is something that keeps coming out, but it's like, it doesn't come out fully. So I'm only getting like little glimpses of it. There's something that it has something to do with you being grounded. It has a lot to do with you being grounded. You being grounded and like connecting to Gaia. Okay? Your connection, that connection, because you're being guided. See that you were guided to get yourself out of this situation so that you could ground yourself and ground your energy. There is something in the fact that you are, all of a sudden my whole body is on fire right now. There's something about you being grounded. It's your groundedness that prevents them from actually gaining or obtaining something off of you. Okay. Like all of a sudden I'm on fire. Like flame on. Bitch, I'm on fire right now. Look, I'm on fire right now. Wait, I gotta turn the fan on. I'm literally on fire. I'm like, boy, that hot flash came on fast. But it has something to do with, like, they thought they were going to get a new life. They were trying to gain from something that doesn't belong to them. They thought it was going to give them a new life. And I'm also getting this energy of them trying to keep you from, it's like they want to keep you quiet. Now, somebody also can see here that the dynamic between you isn't changing. Like, they don't want the relationship to end, but they can see very clearly that you're not fucking with them. Go the distance in reverse with the sun. They can see that you are dealing with them. And you work very hard on your, like, I feel like you've worked very hard on, like maintaining a certain level of peace in your life. Like the peace that you've gained since you've parted ways from your family, we'll say. I think this is family. The peace that you found since you've parted ways from these people, you ain't going back to that. You have no desire. You persevered. And the thing is, and I've said this before, and if somebody gained, like, say they did get access to something that they didn't, they're going to lose it anyway. But you still persevere without the benefit of having it. That is a very important component to this story. That's an important component to this story. What did not kill you made you stronger. And oh, they tried. They did try. But you persevered. You worked through it. You worked through your triggers. You worked through your healing. Somebody here was worried about that. Because it was something, yes, this keeps happening. Like, I say it before the cards actually come out. Yeah. They want to keep you quiet. They want you to stop using your gifts. Obfuscate is in the reverse. Everybody can see, though. Everybody can see. Everybody can see. Even if they are keeping a secret, everybody can see. They can look at you and you're fine, and they can see this person and this person, like this other people, whoever else you're dealing with. Somebody here is dealing with all kind of like illness and stagnation and shit in their life, and they're looking at you, and collective is just doing their thing. They didn't want people to see you as the sweetheart that you are. Yeah, you didn't resist the change. God was trying to lead you. You listen to your, I love this. You listen to your intuition, and when he can wait for a little bit. You listen to your intuition, and when God started to like guide you away from this situation, you just listened to your intuition, and you didn't resist it. You didn't resist it. You just said, okay, God, I trust you. I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know what the rest of y'all, but that's what I did. Like, when I recognized that I didn't, like, my life felt like it was on fire, and it really wasn't, but like things were starting to fall apart, and it was meant to. I just listened to my intuition. My gut said, go this way. I went that way. I was like, I don't know where I'm going, but God, you got this. Like, I trust you. I trust you. I'm going to give you my trust, and I believe that you're not going to let me fall. You're not going to let me fall. I stayed grounded. You stayed grounded, and you didn't resist. You listened to your intuition, and you let God guide you so that you could just kind of put a kibosh to this whole thing and let it, you know, fall away. I love this. I love this for you. Somebody's really, really mad. They're mad, but I think they're mad at the idea of what you may know. You might know some things that they don't want you to know. So there is also a concern that you may speak. There's something that they've been holding. Somebody here, I'm like, I don't know who I'm talking about now. Somebody's been holding on to something. Now, I have to preface this. When I first started the reading, I was thinking one person, not someone specific in my head, but like it sounded like one person, but this energy sounds a little bit different, so like take it how it resonates. this feels like there's somebody here who's mad about like you're really smart and you know a lot of shit, and you know some esoteric type shit that they don't know, so they're a little bit pissy about that. Like you have a gift and they don't have that gift. Part of their blockage is they're holding on to something that they need to release, and they've been holding on to this for a little while, at minimum a year. And they're upset because they gotta let it go. Water in the reverse with abundance. They gotta let it go. If they have something monetary, release in the reverse with abundance below it. If they have something of monetary value that belongs to you, they have to let it go. Oh, wow. Part of their lesson is they thought that they got away with these lies. They initially thought that they got away with something. Lying about how they obtained this wealth, abundance, release. Failure in the reverse. So for a while they succeeded. They were able to get away with this. But part of the lesson is it's short-lived, because you're going to end up getting something taken from you that you didn't work for or you didn't earn, and it's not yours. Let me tell you, this person never thought that you would, in their absence from this person or these people, they never thought that you would grow and evolve. Like you looked into your own heart. You focus on self-love. It's kind of an interesting energy out here. It feels very much like they've been trying to hide something from you, but they can't. Achievement in the reverse and sleep in reverse, because you're awake and you're balanced. Your intuition, even when they tried to hide this from you, your intuition told you. And they can't hide it from you. They can't hide it from you anymore. They can't keep trying to hide this shit from you anymore. Okay, let's do one pass with the Lenormand Kipper. Where are we? I gotta get my son. Well, actually, by the time I leave here, I'm about to go get both of them. Yeah, so that was the whole thing. They thought that they came up on something, right? So even if there was a message or whatever that was supposed to come to you, you never got it. So this person, whoever, these people, they may have thought that they came up on something. Because Clover talks about good luck. So they, a lucky opportunity or good fortune or whatever. So if there was a message that was meant for you, you never got that, and mostly because you walked away. So this is kind of like this happened in your absence. At least that's what it feels like. So they were trying to create some type of so maybe they were, now this almost feels like, like an insurance fraud. Like if they can create some type, the goal was to cause an accident or something, and then that they would have benefited from that financially. There is some, going into the future, key and thief. So we know there's some hidden information about a thief that's coming out in the near future. Yeah, they were kind of worried about your evolution. The loss of a house. Somebody here, this is in the environment, so somebody here may be losing a home. Family room and house are both out here in the reverse. And this is subconscious, like you listened to your intuition and moved away from whatever this is. Somebody here may have traveled, maybe wanting to travel towards you, or maybe this is about you moving away. This is part of your traveling away from this relationship dynamic. There were a group of people involved. Yes, gift and bouquet. And I said, what did I say? Even with the benefit of not having this gift, this abundance, you continue to work and persevere. So you still persevere without the benefit of having whatever this good luck abundance is. You know what I'm saying? You've still managed to survive. Ooh, so maybe somebody's keeping a secret about somebody passing. There's the coffin. There was a death or a loss. Then this house, they were trying to hide something, but it's being seen or it's getting ready to be discovered. Then somebody may be getting karma. This for me feels like negative karma. That's what that illness is. So somebody here may be coffin out here twice. Ooh, this also kind of looks like somebody here trying to like, you know, when you send your demons to try to get the collective and the demons actually work for the collective, then the demons go running back. As I said, they try to send some, little critters to you, and those critters went right back to them. It almost feels like this person is trying to like resist death because the devil's trying to collect. Just saying. That ain't for everybody. You know what's crazy? We have somebody here who is immature. They need to change and they don't want to. And they're blocked. They're not. Remember, I said somebody's holding on to something that they've had for maybe about a year. It could have been a message here because rider is an incoming message. And this is in the reverse. So you may not have gotten a message. They're holding on to something that should have come to you. A message from a man. And this is fraud and this is obstruction. But the obstruction is being removed. Somebody's been trying to obstruct this abundance from coming towards you. They can't. They tried to. This is fraud. And they tried to use the court systems to block you from having this. Whatever this is that's meant for you, they tried to use the courts. They fraudulently tried to use the courts to keep it from you. And this person may also be a fake spiritualist, mature woman. The mature woman with the mature woman and priestess in the reverse with false person in the upright. She may be the practitioner, and she's losing respect she's losing respect. People have been gossiping behind your back. If you're in a relationship, people have been gossiping about you, about your journey. They're thinking about the change. They're thinking about how far you've come and how much you've changed and how much you've evolved. But there is some knowledge that there's been some theft taking place behind your back. And folks did not expect, if you are in a partnership, people did not expect for your relationship to last. They did not expect your relationship to last. They actually expected y'all to break up. Or great fortune. So somebody here been trying to, this privileged lady. Okay, let's start here, and then I'm gonna get my kids. So there have been some confusion here about this privileged lady, right? But she might have been doing something to cause conflict in your home all the time, or cause conflict for you, but for it to be seen like publicly, like, I don't know how that is she did it repetitively. She may have used money. She may have used money to put blockages in your way. And this information is coming out because this almost feels like somebody paying somebody to create blockages in your relationship. And somebody is seeing like just how much you and your relationship may have evolved. Okay, where are we? An hour in. All right, I gotta go because I gotta go get my kids. But let's do a quick grab of index cards. I won't do the dice. We'll do the index cards and then I'll go. Ooh. Doop. Somebody wanted you broken, lonely, called you an unfit mother, or they were an unfit mother if we're talking about a woman. Somebody's getting readings or paying for spells. Somebody wanted you homeless and alone. You have a new cycle of abundance coming in. Archangel Gabriel's out here for communication and expression. Somebody's been trying to assassinate your character. Yeah, they wanted homelessness for you. Return to sender. Boop. So if somebody wanted you to be homeless and alone and getting readings and paying for spells, baby, return to sender. Guess who's about to lose their home? You're making strategic moves in silence. Somebody wants to sabotage your plans when they know them, so keep that shit to yourself. Somebody is dealing with depression, dark night of the soul. Spirit tested them and they failed. Your ex could be involved. Somebody here may have used manipulation tactics. Could have been your ex. You are finally free. Amen. Amen. You are the competition. They think that you're the competition. Spirit says release any burdens that do not belong to you. Somebody is not taking responsibility for their actions. Move in silence. A lot of moving in silence. Keep your plans to yourself, right? Somebody here is trying to ruin you. Somebody has a secret life or secret lifestyle. There's stolen money out here. There's an intense attraction or chemistry. Someone is insecure. Uncle or uncles may be significant. Capricorn. Child, if I don't have a Capricorn uncle. Music downloads. Listen to the lyrics and the music that you're listening to. You may hear some messages there. Someone spreading rumors, gossip, and lies. Somebody is verbally, emotionally, and mentally abusive. These are fated events. You're dealing with a liar and a thief. Someone has regrets for their involvement. Divine timing is at play. Someone projects their fears to scare you. Someone says, I have more tricks up my sleeve, and someone is keeping secrets. Bottom of the deck, tarot reading. So somebody's definitely getting tarot readings because I have that out here twice. All right. I'm like, it's going to take me a few minutes to get up to the school. Let's just do these dice and be done with it. All right. So we have the 5th house, the 4th house, and the 6th house. So usually houses 1 through 6 is like you, centered around you, and houses 7 through 12 is like the other people. So 4 is your roots, your home, your relationship with women, your roots. 5 is creativity, romance, children, sex, joy, love affairs. 6 is your day-to-day. It could be your coworkers. It could be your health routine, stuff like that. Then we have the North Node. I believe this is Venus. North Node, Venus. This is Uranus. This is Capricorn. This is Virgo. And this is Aries. So Aries, Virgo, Capricorn. North Node, Venus, Uranus. 4th, 5th, and 6th houses. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonated for you, gave you clarity or confirmation over your own story, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm and get in front of the eyes and you see us the most. If you would like to book a personal more line with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box. I invite you to join me for a session. There was something I wanted to make an announcement about. For those of you who are tarot readers or interested in learning tarot or anything like that, I'm not doing tarot classes because I'm a channeler, so I can't, like, I could teach you how to read the tarot, but I'm more of an organic kind of person. I'd rather you kind of embrace the intuition. But I have several tarot decks that I think I'm going to give away because I don't use them and don't resonate with them, or I just don't work with them. I have a bunch of like barely used tarot decks that I want to unload, so I'm gonna compile them and make a list, and I'll show them on the channel, and then if folks are interested in them, I will just send them. Like I won't even make you pay for it. I will just send it to you just so I can get rid of it. But yeah, I'm going to work on that in the next couple of days too. All right. Anyway, I got to get out of here, go pick up my kids from school. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day whenever you happen to catch this. I'll probably premiere this a little bit later while we're doing dinner. Yeah. All right, guys. I love you. Thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload new videos. All right. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.